Hey, welcome to this Windows channel, and here we are with another build, and this is an interesting one. Build 240 or 10240 that was sent to the fast installing to insiders, so everybody gets it when you're an insider. 10240 is the latest build, which has, first of all, no watermark. On the bottom right, we used to have, the build version. It said Insider Preview, it said Evaluation Copy. Nothing on this version. And the reason why there's nothing actually makes a lot of people believe that this is probably RTM, which is the version that is sent to manufacturing. So great companies like HP, Dell, Lenovo, Acer, and so on get an RTM, retail to manufacturing. And this could be that, although it could not be that. But it sure does look like, and the fact that they removed the watermark is a possibility. I upgraded from 10166, which was the latest build, and the numbers are really far apart. If you go from 10166 all the way to 10240, and also a few things in the system make me believe that this was a version that was kind of in a parallel channel that Microsoft was building up and testing. And it's not in the same order as the insider previews we had before. I think this is something they really were tweaking differently. And the install of the upgrade was longer than usual. I am used to faster upgrades than this. So maybe there's a lot of changes actually that was brought to this version. The upgrade went really well, although a little longer than usual. And then when we arrived to the desktop like I have now, no watermark, which is the first thing we've noticed. Also, a few things that I've found interesting. I've always had a few glitches with Windows 10 in the past builds. 10166 was no exception. There was always a little something. The last glitch, actually two glitches that I had in 10166, was Internet Explorer. When I shut it down, wanted to restart as if it crashed. And another one was the graphic adapter, the Intel graphics adapter that I have on this machine would always crash. And it crashed since build about 10130. And every build it crashed. It crashed while I was using the computer sometimes. It would just displayed blink and display a little message saying the driver was recovered. And when I would go into hibernation mode, when I would come back, it would also crash. And all of that is fixed. There's nothing, no glitches, nothing that I've actually encountered here. And when I say nothing, it's a total zero problems. So this is really nice. And I think this build is pretty much what we'll have on July 29th. So if you're wondering what's going to look like on July 29th, well, just go through my little tour of Windows 10 here, because that's pretty much what it is. And I don't think we will see many or much difference in the version that's going to be sent out starting July 29th and afterwards. So first of all, of course, the famous start menu, which is totally customizable, and you can, of course, resize it and do whatever you want. It is a nice start menu. I actually like this start menu much more than Windows 7 and the previous start menus. I like it. And for those that still wonder, is it customizable? Can I remove those modern apps that I don't want? Oh, of course you can. You can customize the start menu like you want. Just right click on any tile, unpin from start, and you can just play around and put the tiles wherever you want just by moving them around. You can name groups in the start menu also, which is very, very nice. And you have, of course, your File Explorer settings and the power button. You can also click all apps to see all the apps that are installed on your computer. And when it says all apps, it means even the programs you've installed, which are not modern apps. Tablet mode, of course, available. A lot of people have been asking me, why is there a tablet mode switch? Why doesn't Microsoft do it automatically? It does it automatically. It's just that in case you want to change mode, there's a switch for tablet mode on or off. And the way Microsoft will detect that your Windows 10 should install in desktop mode or in tablet mode is the keyboard. If there's a keyboard attached, it's going to install itself in desktop mode. If there's no keyboard, it's going to install itself in tablet mode. Tablet mode will have, of course, also a swipe possibility on the left side where you'll see all the running apps that you can choose. A little bit like in Windows 8. So I think, the best of both worlds is coming in Windows 10. Apart from that, I, have taken a tour of the different options, but, you'll have to understand one thing in Windows 10 is that you have a control panel and you have a settings panel, and both are there. But the difference with Windows 8, where one would be different from the other and there wouldn't be any interactions, in Windows 10, options send you to the correct panel. So if you're in the control panel and you want to tweak an option that is basically in the settings panel, it's just going to send you there and send you to the correct spot. And that is nice because it makes the integration better. Still, I feel like one panel would have been enough. We'll see in the future with the updates. Windows 10 is a living thing. It's going to be updated all the time. So it means that there are going to be some changes from time to time into how the system works. But what's nice, the good old control panel is there. So if you're a tweaker, a user that always goes in the control panel like me, I'm all the time in the control panel doing something. Well, at least it's easy because the control panel looks like the good old control panel, and it's going to send you to the correct spot if you want to tweak an option. What is interesting is this build is the last build that Microsoft actually was working on, and for now there's no other builds available. And Microsoft did say that what's going to happen here is that the next weeks and in this build will be mostly updates of features in apps. So they were saying, well, go and check your updates regularly because there's going to be features that are going to be added. There's going to be apps that are going to be updated and so on, and that's where we're going at right now. I was going through different apps. First, let's talk about Microsoft Edge that I still find really fast, really crisp. Being slowly improved, working slowly into something nice. Compatibility with different websites is better than it was. I have less and less problems using it on the web, and I actually can do pretty much a lot of stuff on the web with Microsoft Edge. Interesting feature. I was telling at the builds that I reviewed in the past, I was saying that one feature I liked of Google Chrome, for example, was the ability to search Google in the address bar directly without bringing up the Google search page. Well, if they've added Google to the list now, so when you go into settings, when you go into advanced settings, if you look at search in the address bar with, you now have the choice of Google as well as Bing, and that's very nice. You have the possibility to add new. That function seems not to work yet, but it's surely going to work in the coming days and weeks. So now it's fun because you can go to the address bar and just say, oh, I want to search for flowers, and it searches Google. Because here in Canada, one thing's for sure is that Bing is crap, and I don't want to use Bing. And Google is pretty good. A lot of people were telling me the last time that I talked about Bing being crap, saying that, well, it's because you're not using it, because it's great. And one thing you got to be careful is that here in Canada it's crap, but I heard that in the United States it's actually good, much better than it is here in Canada. Apart from that, nice new features, of course. You have the ability to share. So when you go onto an article, say I go to my favorite website here, Paul Tarot's website, tarot.com. I'm reading an article. I want to share it with people. All I have to do is click the article. I want to share that with some friends. I just go into the Share tab on the upper right. You can see here Mail, because I've configured Mail now. And OneNote, you also have Twitter, Facebook, anything that you'll have installed as apps will show up with the possibility to share, which is very nice. Of course, once again, the ability to write on web pages, do whatever you want, add maybe a text box and say, look at this, for example. And so this ability to modify, add notes, underlines, do some drawings on a web page is great for people that want to share pages with friends. You can also save that page with those marks and annotations in your computer or on a OneDrive if you want. So this is very, very nice. Very nice feature. Of course, the reading feature is still doing. Reading view is a feature I use a lot, because what you do is you go into a web page, there's an article you want to read. Reading view is nice because it lets you view the article itself without having to have the annoying ads in front of you when you read. So this is very, very nice option, and it's something I use a lot in Windows 8 already in Internet Explorer. Now, if you don't want to use Microsoft Edge, no problem, because Internet Explorer is still available. So you have Internet Explorer 11 available to use. So if that's what you want to use, or maybe for business compatibility, because a lot of businesses use Windows, then Internet Explorer 11 is still available. And by the way, I'll have a video in the coming days of the speed of Microsoft Edge versus Internet Explorer 11 versus Chrome versus Firefox. I'll be testing that by going to different websites and looking at the speed at which these sites appear, and see if Microsoft Edge is as fast as people think. So, nice browser with Microsoft Edge. Other little things that I've been using is the Mail. Mail app is now available, and actually nice, but I would have loved to have maybe a little more improved look. As you see on the right, you see these like blue sky and clouds, but that disappears and shows you the messages you have in your inbox when they are available. It's kind of a little difficult. The contrast is not the best that I've seen, and that would need, I think, tweaking again. One of the nice things about Mail now is that for all of those that were saying, oh God, I can't use my POP account in Mail in Windows 8, 8.1, it's back. Now you see other accounts and it says POP. You'll be able to use a POP account. I think that's a welcome add-on to Mail for Windows 10 for all of those that couldn't use it. Apart from that, Calendar is also nice. Still, I would have the same complaint of not enough contrasts, but it is nice, and I actually will probably use it a lot. And integrates with Gmail Calendar and also the Outlook Calendar. So that's nice because I use Gmail Calendar a lot, and I wanted to actually have it there. So it's very important for me to have all of that information being synchronized even with Gmail Calendar. A little experiment I did is put a DVD and DVD drive and to see how what happens actually in Windows 10, and that's where I was a little surprised to see that nothing was there to play a DVD. It told me, well, you want to go to Microsoft Store and download a DVD player, and so it's kind of surprising, and I think that should be integrated into Windows 10. I don't understand why, and that's why I installed Vlc Media Player, the very good multimedia program that reads pretty much everything, and that's why I love this. Only one does all. Media Player, unfortunately, it is still available in Windows 10, but Media Player in Windows 10 is basically the same Media Player since we had, since Windows XP, and I don't see why. It even looks old when you look at it. I don't see why they haven't updated this. I really think Microsoft should update its media player and make it much better and have a much better multimedia experience. Now, you want to read specific files, you still need to download a third-party software of course, I recommend VLC Media Player. That's the best player you can have. And once I installed VLC, of course, my DVD movie started playing because I had a player. So, you know, it is interesting to see that maybe we should have a little more on that side. And I'm surprised that, because I'm sure that a lot of people in the feedback to Microsoft did say a better, you know, playing ability of DVDs and so on, and that nothing has changed on that. It's kind of a little sad to see that. Notifications area is nice. Now it tells you, of course, you know, if you've got new mail, if you've got an appointment in your calendar. It tells you also with a little tone or little bell to, okay, you've just got new mail and stuff like that. Really nice. All the settings are here. Of course, airplane mode, quiet hours. Everything is available right here, which is nice. Brightness, VPN, battery saving. You've got, of course, notes. You have the connect in tablet mode. You have your settings. Action Center with the notification has been much improved. It doesn't annoy you with you know, non-useful information anymore. It really just gives the straight details of what's important, and that's nice, and it is improved, of course. Another app that's nice is the News app. The News app has been much improved now. News, calendar, and mail, by the way, are universal apps, meaning that they are pretty much the same on all devices. And interesting. It's the first time it shows this service not currently available. So top stories, world, and also depending on where you live, you'll see your home country there for the news. You know, in Windows 8, I didn't use that news app much because it was nice. It had a big, nice, you know, picture for the main news, and then you had the rest of the news, which was kind of annoying because it was mostly text with little titles, and it wasn't interesting to look through. Now it's much better because it is very, very visual. Now you have pictures that go with each of the different articles. So I really like this news app much more, and this is a great thing in Windows 10. News app will be nice, and like a lot of apps that have been, of course, improved. Another app that's, you know, much improved in Windows 10 is the Windows Store. The store is much better organized in Windows 10 than it was in the different versions of Windows 8, and that, I think, is a welcome. Is really welcome, because it was annoying to go through the Windows Store, and even now it's changed compared to what we've had in the past. Easier to go through, easier to find stuff, and of course now with movie and TV rentals, and of course you can buy movies, and these are viewed through another app that's called Film and TV. So in here we go to the All Apps, we have the Film and TV app. That's right here. This is where the rented movies are going to be, and also the movies that you bought. But you also have a section for videos where you can add your own videos that you have on your computer in here, which is very nice. So here you have Shop for Films, and you can also have Shop for TV programs and so on. So nice new features basically that are added here, which is very interesting basically. Of course, lots of stuff like the improved camera app, improved photo app, where you now have the possibility to tweak and play with your pictures without having to do anything special. Added the Microsoft Solitaire connection. A lot of people were missing their Solitaires in Windows 8, and you know what? When I'm a tech guy, I went to my clients. I don't know how many times people say, hey, I had Spider Solitaire. I had you know, FreeCell. I don't find this anymore in Windows 8. Yeah, because it was gone. But you know what? You've got Microsoft Solitaire Collection now as a new way of having your Solitaire. So if you want to play the Solitaire, well, all you do is click your favorite Solitaire game, and it's there, and it's working, and it's actually better than ever So very nice to have this. I think a lot of people will appreciate that. I do find it funny every time people tell me, "Oh, I don't have Solitaire or Freecell or something." It's just funny, but it's gonna be there now, and that's the nice thing about it. Cortana still not available in Canada, and that's sad. I don't understand why. So I know Cortana will be available in China, Germany, France, I think Italy, UK, United States, and a few other places. I still don't know why Canada is not in that spot. And but you know what? You can trick your system. If you go into the system in Windows 10 and tell it that you're in the United States, you're actually gonna have Cortana working. All you have to do is just change the settings to United States in Windows. Tell it, just fool the system and tell him, oh, I'm in the United States, I'm not in whatever country. A lot of people ask me that question, is Cortana going to be something you can disable? Of course. Here's the master switch, by the way. It's off for me because I can't turn it on. It's not available, but for everybody that is in a country where it works, you have a master on-off switch for Cortana. A lot of people scared of Microsoft in respect to the issues of all your personal data being picked up, and security, and I understand that people are scared that their data might somebody might peek at their data. So the privacy aspect is the problem, and Microsoft has a lot of problem with its image on that side, I think. So Cortana can be turned on or off with no problem. And for those that use it, remember that Cortana will learn. So it means that it gets better with time. It will learn from what you want, what you like, and will actually give you suggestions based on what you do every day on your computer. It promises to be quite interesting to look at it. Another interesting feature is the new phone companion that I find interesting, where you can share with a Windows phone, an Android phone, and an iPhone or iPad, and can share, get photos, and share them, or having them synced to your phone automatically through OneDrive. That actually is already a feature that's been working with OneDrive. I have that on my iPhone, and it actually shares automatically. Listen to songs you love from anywhere, so you can share it with your phone, computer, tablet, and so on. To-do list, receipts, OneNote stuff, everything can be shared through all devices. Skype, Word, Excel, PowerPoint can work from whatever device. You can actually write something, share it with your PC, and so on. Get your email, of course, calendar and stuff like that. So it's nice new features that I will be, of course, working on and sharing how it works with everyone, both on my iPhone and on Android devices. That's going to be interesting if you want to use all of those options. So as for the rest, stability is nice, it's crisp, it's fast, but of course I will be doing videos to try to help everyone learn more about the speed of Windows 10 versus 7 versus 8.1, and tweak the system a lot. So great build. I think this is pretty much what we are going to have starting July 29th. So if you've watched this video, you basically, I think, know pretty much what Windows 10 is going to be like when it releases. So it's going to be nice to see all of these options, and it's nice to see that even the basic bugs that I did have are all fixed here. So this is the best version, of course, and maybe that's RTM. Maybe that's why it's so good. It was really, really, really fixed for release to manufacturing. So if you enjoy our videos, why not subscribe to our channel? You'll be informed when new videos are online. If you have any comments, questions, maybe you have your own view of Windows 10 or of this build, why not share it? You know, there's good and bad on everything, and some people like it, some people don't. It's fun to have your feedback. And we'll be posting lots of videos of Windows 10 in the coming weeks, because we are going to show you how to upgrade, how to properly upgrade, how to use Windows 10. So there's going to be a lot of stuff coming soon, and it's going to be interesting to see. So hope you enjoy videos. Please subscribe. Please give a thumbs up if you like the videos, and hope to see you again. Bye bye.